Okay, we're probably not going to be able to see this, but just about. Well, I stepped in yesterday after Matt asked, and so I managed to create a presentation. It's not got the wonderful graphics of last week, but I did find this very cosmic thing to go behind it. The lights aren't working. Yeah, James has gone to sort it out. Yeah, but it's unfortunately not working. So I wanted to talk today about a specific area of the work that I do, which is actually supporting people to assess what they're doing with their lives in a job that they might not be inspired by or even hate, and actually create something doing what they really love and turning that into what they do in their life. So I'm going to talk about how I guide people in that specific niche of my business. Go on. Next. Ping. The wizard's wand isn't working. Okay, so why I do what? It ruined my wand gag. Yeah.
There's only one's left.
Okay, so why I do what I do. So firstly, freedom is my number one value. I talk with clients a lot about values and to work out what's actually really makes them tick. And for me, freedom is absolutely so important that I really want other people to experience it as well in all areas of life. And what I worked out was that the best way I could get that to appeal to sort of most people in everyday life is to enable them to leave doing something that they feel trapped in, i.e. jobs which they just aren't satisfied in or giving them any satisfaction for their own values in life. That's not to say that everyone's in that situation. A lot of people are very happy to have jobs that they're in and they do enjoy them, but having people in a job that they're not into really just doesn't, it's no benefit to anyone. It's no good for the employer, it's no good for that person, and it's also no good for the person who would love to have that job but can't get it because there's someone sat in it. So it's an area that I thought was really useful to work with people. Human potential. I think there's so much potential of people that's basically unused because they are they've been almost conned into the idea that they have to get a job, sit in it for their whole lives, just to pay the mortgage, pay the bills, and then go home just wondering, is there more that I can do? And so all their pipe dreams and aspirations, things that could maybe really enrich life for everybody else as well, just don't ever get manifested and don't ever become reality. So there's so much in there. And it fits with my story as well, because as a lot of you know, I was a financial advisor for a long time and I was very good at it, but I really didn't enjoy doing it at all. And so I really felt like, you know, is this it? Is there more to life? And I won't go into the whole story now, but I used these processes to make the transition, and it was a very effective. And now I absolutely love what I'm doing and think that I'm really doing something that's on purpose and in line with the values that I've got. Okay, so how I do what I do, and I was going to have a picture of a magic wand here, but if you type magic wand into Google, your eyes water, so I had to close it down as quickly as possible. So, okay, yeah, so the first part is I enable people to reclaim their power. So the earlier sessions that I have with people, I enable them to create self-confidence. They might have had their confidence destroyed at various points throughout their lives, so I show them how to remove the emotional hooks that are holding them back from feeling confident in their lives now. Neil gave a fantastic example last week when he talked about how he had a teacher at school who always used to say there's not going to amount to much, and he's managed to do it all by himself, and now he's confident, successful. But there's a lot of people out there who need a bit of help to actually move forwards in their lives. Motivation, I've talked about clearing the emotional hooks, and changing limiting beliefs. So those are the beliefs that are formed by people throughout their lives, often very subconsciously and at a very early age. Things that they see their parents or teachers doing, things that they're told. A prime example would be never amount to much, or not good enough is one that almost everyone can do not good enough in certain aspects of their lives. And I do that using meridian tapping techniques, which is emotional freedom techniques, which I'm a trainer of, but also there's another quite a wide range of other techniques that I use, which really enable people to go back, find the negative aspects of their life, learn from them, and really take the positives out of what happened and actually see how that's formed them as a person, and then they can then use that to really drive themselves forwards and really start to create what they want for themselves and other people. But yeah, the power of negative thinking. So it's something that it's a phrase that I've been using with people, showing how it's not all just about imagining this smiles and sunshine life for yourself, because when you do that, there's always little voices in the back of your head going, yeah, right, you can't do that, it's not going to happen, it's not for you, those sorts of things. And when you actually identify where those come from and then use these tapping techniques to neutralise the emotion that's attached to that, as well as then create a more positive version of that, then actually those previous things which were called negative become your greatest allies in moving forward and creating change in your life. So, the next part is unlocking creativity. Hey!
Thank you, goodbye.
So, so this part, I've created a workbook, and this is based on working with quite a few people in this area now and having success with them, seeing what really works. The first thing I do is I unlock their passion, so I get them to really think about what it is that they love doing in their lives and list all of those things, and that's things that they wish they had in their lives or things that they already love. Then resources is finding out everything that they've got already, so that can be anything from who they know, who they are themselves, what their story is, and how that could actually lead to them creating something valuable for their lives. Also the skills and knowledge that they've built up, because of course everything that they've learned in the jobs, careers and everything that they've done before, that's not all wasted, that's all stuff that they can then use to really accelerate themselves. And then by marrying all of those things together along with their values and really seeing what's important to them and finding something that would really satisfy their values, they start to create a picture of what they really want to do. And once they've got that in their mind, then it's just a matter of making it happen. So visualization, actually creating as if they are there now and bringing that into them, and something called mental contrasting, which again is another aspect of the power of negative thinking, where as well as visualizing all the positives, you look at all the obstacles, and then by noticing how the obstacles make them feel, detaching all their fear and negative aspects from those obstacles, they become steps on the way to them actually having what they want. So these are typical things that come up when I'm working with people. Okay, thank you. Money issues, which I've got a lot of success in supporting people with as well. Obviously my background in that helps, so it's quite niche for me. Transitioning from where they are, so people can either leave their job, say, screw you boss, I'm out of here, and then walk out the door, or they can do it in a more gentle way, negotiate, and that's what I did, and it worked very well. Loyalty and guilt, like some people think that they owe their boss a favour and they end up stuck in a job they hate because of some misguided loyalty, whereas as I said before, actually they're not doing the boss a favour either, because they are maybe working at 20% as good as they could be compared to someone who really wants the job, who can come in and really add value. Creating a powerful message so that they can, once they know what they're doing, how to effectively and congruently let people know what they're doing in a way that inspires people who follow it to actually take action and do what they do. And of course the catch-all thing, confidence. So here's some successes that I've had. Holly, who was working in a horrific admin job, bored out of her mind, within 6 sessions with me, she actually she actually ended up working as a holistic therapist for horses, using skills that she had from her past, married with passions that she had, but she never thought she could work with because her own self-belief thought she didn't deserve to do the thing that she loved. And by working with me, she ended up doing it very quickly. Sarah, who was in a really hard care job in the NHS, and she was bullied at work as well. She's now a travelling English tutor, and again, within 6 sessions with me over a period of 3 months, she started and completed a TEFL course and booked her trip away, and she's now travelling and having a fantastic time. And Gail, who actually had quite a good job, and she already had great ideas about what she wanted to do, but working with me was what she needed just to give her the final bit of confidence to just step and make those decisions. And now she's travelling the world with her husband and baby, having an absolutely amazing time with a lifestyle business with clients all over the world. So those are 3 great successes that I've had. So, who do you know who moans about work, dreads Monday, wishes there was more to life, stress at work, or money worries? Those are just examples of people that I would really like to support. So, okay, so that's that presentation. I'd just like to show a quick something that arrived in my inbox yesterday as I was doing this.